SI system allows the use of prefixes to indicate the multiples or submultiples of a unit. You might have heard about units like milligram, nanometer, picometer. So let us see which are the various prefixes used in the SI system. Iota is 10 raised to 24. Zeta 10 raised to 21. Exa 10 raised to 18. Beta 10 raised to 15. Tera 10 raised to 12. Giga 10 raised to 9. Mega 10 raised to 6. Kilo 10 cube. Hecto is 10 squared. Deca is 10 raised to 1. See, in all these prefixes, the power of 10 is positive. It is 10 raised to 24, 10 raised to 21. The power of 10 is positive. Now let us see the various prefixes given here. Deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, atto, zepto and yocto. Now what about the power of 10? Is it positive or negative? It is negative in all these cases. So here in these prefixes, the power of 10 is negative. Deci is 10 raised to minus 1. Centi 10 raised to minus 2. Milli 10 raised to minus 3. Micro 10 raised to minus 6. Nano 10 raised to minus 9. Pico 10 raised to minus 12. Femto 10 raised to minus 15. Atto 10 raised to minus 18. Zepto is 10 raised to minus 21 and yocto 10 raised to minus 24. If you are given 1 FM, what does it mean? 1 FM means 1 femtometer. And what is 1 FM equal to? It is equal to 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Similarly, if you are given 1 PM, it means 1 picometer. And what is 1 picometer equal to? 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Similarly, if you are given 1 nm, it means 1 nanometer. And what is it equal to? 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Mass versus weight. What is meant by the term mass? Mass is the amount of matter present in a substance. Now, what is meant by weight? Weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object. Out of mass and weight, which will remain constant? It is mass which will remain constant. So, what about weight? Weight will change from one place to another. What is it due to? It is due to the change in gravity. What is the SI unit of mass? The SI unit of mass is kilogram. How can you determine the mass of a substance? Using analytical balance. Analytical balance is shown here, using which we can measure the mass of a substance. A weight box will also be provided. This weight box contains various weights like 1 gram, 5 gram, 2 gram, 10 gram, 20 gram, etc. The object to be weighed is placed on the left pan and the weights are added on the right pan. What is meant by volume? It is the amount of space occupied by a substance. What is the SI unit of volume? It is meter cube. But in chemistry or in lab, small volumes are used. Therefore, volume is denoted in centimeter cube or decimeter cube units. You know that 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cube. 1 decimeter cube is equal to 1000 centimeter cube and 1 dm cube is also equal to 1 liter. You know that 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml and 1000 ml is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. In the laboratory, how can you measure a definite volume of a particular solution? various measuring devices are available. The one shown is a measuring cylinder. A burette is shown here. It can also be used to take a definite volume of a solution or a liquid. A pipette is shown here. It can also be used to take a definite volume of a solution. A 100 ml standard flask is shown here. It can also be used to prepare a definite volume of a solution. What is density equal to? Density is equal to mass by volume. What is the SI unit of density? It is equal to kilogram per meter cube. But this unit is large. So chemists usually express density in gram per centimeter cube. What information do you get from the value of density of a substance? It helps us to know whether the particles are closely packed or not. That means if the density of a substance is more, the particles will be closely packed. Let us now discuss about the three main scales used to measure temperature. The three scales are degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit and Kelvin. If you are given a temperature in the Celsius scale, how can you convert it to the Kelvin scale? Let us see. By adding 273.15 to temperature in the Celsius scale, we can get the temperature in the Kelvin scale. If the temperature is given in the Kelvin scale, how can we convert it to degree Celsius? The temperature given in the Kelvin scale minus 273 gives temperature in degree Celsius. If the temperature is given in degree Celsius, how can you convert it to Fahrenheit scale? For that we can use the expression temperature in Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into temperature in the Celsius scale plus 32. Consider the boiling point of water which is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. How can you convert this temperature in degrees Celsius to Kelvin? By adding 273. So 100 plus 273 gives you 373 Kelvin. Now consider freezing point of water which is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. How can you convert this temperature given in degrees Celsius to degree Fahrenheit? For that you can use the relationship 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32. So here it will be equal to 9 by 5 into 0 plus 32. So that gives you the temperature as 32 degree Fahrenheit. Human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or it is equal to 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and in the Kelvin scale it will be equal to 298 Kelvin. In chemistry, it is most important that you know that 25 degrees Celsius is taken as the room temperature which is equal to 298 Kelvin.